Hello, happy home day, everyone. Hello, friends who is tuning in from LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, as well as Facebook. Hello. And I just want to say today is a super special day because it's the happy birthday of LinkedIn. 18th birthday. Come on, guys. Woohoo. I'm so excited. I see that a couple of you already dialing in, and welcome and welcome back to another of my weekly LinkedIn Live, 30 minutes coffee break with your LinkedIn girl, and happy birthday again to LinkedIn. And today with the In Academy team, I'm Salina Young, the ex-LinkedIn girl who turned into the CEO of the In Academy in the middle of COVID. I'm showing up for you every single Wednesday at the same time right now, 9 a.m. Eastern Time or 3 p.m. Central European Time or 9 p.m. Hong Kong time to answer any questions you might have relating to LinkedIn and share one topic to help you to get real result on LinkedIn and utilize the full power of this amazing platform and stop feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and lack of time to really figuring out all by yourself. You, my friend, I'm here. If you're a solopreneur, business coach, or one in making side hustler who is looking to build a strong personal brand, turn connection to customers, and boost social engagement on LinkedIn, again, guys, you are in the right place. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know me. One thing that the In Academy and me did so well is the marketing. And I'm here to support you to market and sell yourself better on LinkedIn. And we love a good cup of coffee. So let's get started. So you guys know the drill. I see a lot of hi already. So hello, Facel. Oh my gosh, I see a lot of my clients as well as amazing new friends. And I hope I do not pronounce your name incorrectly. If I do, I'm going to go back to your LinkedIn profile and check it out through your audio pronunciation. And yes, I love the music too. And Japasha, hello. And Steven, hello. And Kelly, so happy to see you guys. And Nadia, hello. Wow, a lot of great things dialing in. And hello from IG. Astra, Salina, Jessica, Wake Up Mentors, Your Next Career with Linda, as well as Zihan. Hello, guys. I'm so happy that you guys are here. One thing about StreamYard, I'm streaming from obviously the third-party tool to LinkedIn, to Facebook, as well as YouTube. So it's amazing that you guys share with me that you're here today. And Gabrielle, so happy that you're here as well. Hello, guys. I love the warm welcoming, and hello, friends, that is from IG. I'm super stoked today because one, it's LinkedIn birthday, 18th birthday. I still remember when I was at LinkedIn, I'm celebrating the 15, the 16, as well as 17. So it's before LinkedIn turning adult. And now LinkedIn have turned adult. How crazy is that? please leave a comment, say happy birthday, LinkedIn, because this is so exciting. And today, it's something more special than LinkedIn birthday to me because I'm welcoming my partner in crime, the In Academy latest new team member who used to work at LinkedIn just like I do. And we're both extremely passionate entrepreneur who inspire to impact lives of many. He's all about the magic of B2B marketing and addressing the gap and pushing for the true change on how marketing agency convert and get sales. And he has supported over 100 more companies from startup to MNC on building and implementing the B2B content marketing strategies. So wanted a real ROI, return on investments via LinkedIn. He is the guy. So did your ears just perks up hearing about ROI? If that's the case, I know all of you is going to love today's coffee break with me and my very special guest. And I couldn't think about another better person to talk with today. And should you be using LinkedIn ads? So welcome, Gary Wong. Ooh, I'm going to add him in the stream. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Salina.
Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everybody hear Gary too? Please let us know because that's super important. And I'm going to ping you from Instagram as well. And for friends that is from Instagram, bear with me. I'm still very new to Instagram. And oops, yeah, fat fingers. All right. Hello. Wow, I see a lot of friends. Oh my gosh, it's like basically one of the most craziest LinkedIn Live I've ever done. So Gary, thank you, because I got like 17 friends on Instagram and 20 people dialing in and IG and keep saying yes. So yes, party time for LinkedIn Dao and Design Habits say hello, and Gabriella's hello, Salina, hello back, and I have Gary here, guys. Say hello to Gary. Here he's with me today, and we're going to extract so many amazing tips from him about B2B marketing as LinkedIn marketing. And Kelly, yes. Dahu, happy to see you. Amika, oh my gosh. And Steven, hello, Gary, hello. And everybody that is dialing in from Instagram too. So Gary, you need to accept my my request on Instagram. I know it's like basically tons of device, right?
I think I let me have a look, Alec.
Ping you again, guys. Wait for me. All right.
Can you ping me again? Like I see it, but like I don't have any accept. I don't have any accept button though. The problem is I don't see any accept button.
Really? Okay, let's give it a go. I'm waiting for you right now. It's say waiting for your IG. Oh, I know it's painful sometimes if StreamYard don't allow me to stream it from directly to StreamYard. But if that's the case, whoever that is from Instagram, I hope you guys don't mind. I think whoever that have been following me for a while, I'm the LinkedIn girl. If you guys don't mind hopping back to the LinkedIn and see me and Gary's live and just listening to us, that will be amazing. And hello, Chris. So good to see you. Greeting from KL. I love that. And hello, Cam. Hello. Oh my gosh, so many great friends joining. And hello, this is LinkedIn user. Let us know who you are dialing. Where are you dialing in from? Oh, from Gangha. Wow, we have got friends all over the world. Fantastic. So Gary, welcome again to my weekly coffee break LinkedIn live show. We're all so excited to have you here, and welcome again to the In Academy team. So how are you today?
I'm great. I'm sorry that I can't figure out this Instagram thing out, but like apart from that, I think I'm great. Like just joined the team this week, didn't really have any break. Like step right into it. I would say it's for both. It's good to see everyone, but I would say it's good for both. Like it's a risky thing to jump into something new and trying to start something on your own. I know you were one person before, and that we're two person now, but we're still a two-person team at the minute. And then just a lot of hard work needed to be done. I'm not gonna lie, like a bit scary, but then it's good to jump out and see what we can do, and let's see what happens.
Yes, absolutely. And I can't wait to dive into your story because that's what all everyone's is waiting for. But before we dive into that, I want to ask you three special things that is not on your LinkedIn profile. Obviously, you and I have work in LinkedIn office and we have basically do this sort of like tradition wherever that it's new coming on board, we will do this talent show. But apart from that, we're going to share what basically three things that is not on your profile. I'm pretty sure people are really excited to know too.
Okay, let me have a think. Three fun things that are not on my LinkedIn profile. I'm pretty much an open book. Like for the people who know me, like at LinkedIn, they know I play a bit of guitar. And in like I used to self-taught myself how to play guitar, but then I wasn't that good. And then eventually, like just last year, I went out and actually find a proper teacher. And sometimes when I play guitar, I like to like those songs, the songs, and then just change the lyrics up. Like
Yeah,
sometimes I like to do, sometimes I like to do that. Just change the whole lyrics of the song. Everything's the same, but just change the lyric to
I
something that I
love
like, or something funny,
the
or
mashup.
something that posts about LinkedIn. That this is one of the things that I do sometimes for
Oh
fun.
my goodness. Wow, that's
Yes,
so
for fun. That's
scary.
one of the things that I do. And then second thing is I used to live and study in Northern Ireland, which is a pretty remote or rare place for people to go to. Like you don't really go to school in Northern Ireland. You would go to UK, US, I don't know, London, whatever. But yeah, Northern Ireland is a weird place. But yeah, that's where my
It
mom sent me. Wasn't really a
is.
choice. Wasn't really
Yeah,
a choice, but she sent me there. Glad to be there. Had a lot of fun.
yeah. Wow.
That's the
But why
second
Northern Ireland?
thing.
Is it because of your parents?
I
Parents
didn't really have a choice. Basically, like they heard it's like word of mouth referral. They heard some friends Northern Ireland got a great school. Sent my brother there, turned out to be pretty good, and then sent me there as well.
Oh wow.
So basically, I was just following my brother's footsteps. So it wasn't really a choice. I
Yeah.
think
So
that's
he's a
what
testing rabbit and that tests really well and you just basically okay, then second, Gary, just come along, let's go.
yeah, it wasn't really a choice. So just send me there, and I turned out
Amazing.
to work out fine. So
You really do.
nothing bad with Northern Ireland. Nothing bad with Northern Ireland at all.
Yeah.
And last but not least, like I might not look like it, but I am sort of a big karaoke fan. I mean, karaoke fan. Like love a bit of karaoke sometimes. Any songs from basically like love songs, R&B, rapping. Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, if you're in a karaoke with me, then
Yes.
you won't get the mic off me. That's pretty much it.
Absolutely. I've been there and experienced that. So it's definitely something that you're so good in freestyle rapping. Right before we jump on this live with all of you, the audience who is dialing in, we've been talking about that. So whoever that happened to grab Gary for like e-coffee or a special meeting, for sure you can just go ahead and ask him for this special show if you need it to go ahead and do some freestyle rapping and karaoke. Great. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Gary. And I just want to quickly paint, like Kelly said, Gary, you're in the right team with Salina. Thank you, Kelly, for dialing in and support. And Anthony, you are new here. I'm so happy that you're dialing in from South Africa. Hello, Anthony. So good to see you. And for sound, that explained the guitar strap on your wall. Is it, Gary, in your home office? Absolutely. And Tris, so good to see you. I just spoke to you yesterday. It was so nice chatting with you, girl, and so happy that you can dial in and support us to this amazing conversation. Great. So Gary, we know about the three fun fact about you. And I'm pretty sure people will have the same questions like I do as well. What's your role at LinkedIn and what's your story of joining the In Academy?
So like I have been with LinkedIn for 3 years, and I actually changed I think three roles. Basically, like one role each year. So I first started at LinkedIn as what we call the new business CSM. So what it does is like it's called new business client solutions manager. So any clients or any companies that have never ever run LinkedIn ads before, I was the guy. Like after they said that, oh, let's do it. I'm going to run LinkedIn ads. I was the guy who teach them, onboard them, how to try and let's say have success at the first time they run LinkedIn ads. I was the guy who like work with them how to execute, tell them how to teach them how to run ads, like teach them how to optimize the ads and stuff like that. So that was my first role when I joined LinkedIn, and then next thing is I switched into existing clients. These are not like clients who don't know LinkedIn anymore. These are clients who have been using LinkedIn 3 years, 5 years, or even longer for ads, or to use LinkedIn as a platform, a channel to promote their content, to try and get leads, try to get actual sales or demos from the platform. And because these clients are usually like, because it's not the first time they're running ads, so they are doing bigger budgets, and usually these are like more like MNCs or international companies, stuff like that. And then eventually I switched into becoming an account director at LinkedIn, and it was less of an execution but more of a strategy planning, like working with clients on content strategy. Like let's plan together what content should we be pushing, and then what sort of targeting we should be using. A lot of planning and less on execution. So that's really like what I did, or what my role was at LinkedIn throughout the 3 years. And
Amazing.
it's just throughout the 3 years of LinkedIn, like I see so much. So like there's so many B2B campaigns that I've managed. There's so many B2B campaigns that I work with, B2B companies that I work with, and I see sometimes the way how they do B2B marketing is broken, or how
Mm,
they work with agent, the way that majority of the agency is using LinkedIn or using other channels to do B2B marketing is
yeah.
broken, because a lot of the time what they look at purely leads. When I talk about leads, I'm saying people who are downloading your content.
Yeah.
Even though for the people who download your content, even if they are like CEO or VP, or I don't know, like VP of marketing of some companies, like are they really going to close? You need to think about their intent, right?
Yeah.
The intent of downloading a piece of white paper, the intent of downloading a piece of ebook is that they're just looking, they're just doing research. But agencies, or majority of the agencies, majority is they look at, okay, I help you got this lead, this price, that's my job done. Are they going to close? When I ask my clients, like 9 out of 10 clients, I ask them, okay, so this guy who downloaded your white paper, you got 100 leads or whatever, did they eventually become a customers? I mean, the conversion rate is
Yeah.
scarily low. It's
Absolutely.
scarily low.
Yeah. And they don't
And
care,
I just
like you
don't,
said.
yeah, and you said like agency, they don't really care about what happens after, because that's the company sales team job. They don't
Absolutely.
really dig into the CRM and try and find out, okay, I drive you like 1,000 leads downloading the white paper. Maybe like 80% of them is qualified, like the background is good, is your target
Yeah.
audience. How many of them actually closed?
Yeah.
So small. So so in that sense, I think that way is broken. And a lot of the agencies, they don't really but they don't care about content. They don't work on the content side. They take content from clients and they focus on the tactical changes on the campaign. But
Yeah.
what I see is like LinkedIn is a channel. LinkedIn is a distribution channel. What we help you is we help you to get guaranteed delivery of your content to your
Yeah.
audience. Okay, we can always make changes on how do we guarantee delivery things cheaper, better, and more accurate. But
Absolutely.
whatever the people is reading, whatever people is consuming is still content. Whatever you want to drive demand, you want to build awareness, you want to drive demo, whatever, it still relies on your content. But all they focus on is optimizing only part of the strategy, which is tactical changes on the campaign, but they're not getting too involved on the content side. So this is something
Absolutely.
that I want to change. I want to come out. That's why I'm joining LinkedIn at the In Academy, and I want to change. Like I want to work with clients that care about demand and actual pipeline. I want to dig into the CRM and see how or what we can do better to drive demand instead of leads. Because for me, people who download your piece of white paper, like there's no point of driving these kind of leads.
Absolutely. Wow, guys, I hope you are listening to this amazing conversation that I have with Gary, because I am now learning a lot as well. It's true. There are so many agencies out there. They're just really carrying the number of leads that they drive to use your company, but not necessarily care really about how ultimately you're going to like convert that sales or the leads that you collect. And the last touch point is like to Gary's point, the pipeline, content marketing. There's nobody basically handheld you to sort of address that, as well as give you the strategies, as well as the right way to do it. So it's really, really tough in order to really drive ROI. I'm really excited that I am moving to the next questions, and I hope you all are really happy with Gary's answer, how his amazing mission to in Academy. And I want to start by saying, right, like Gary, you and I have LinkedIn before, and majority of our clients always sort of complain with us with 2 or 3 things, right? The 3 things is always, oh my gosh, Gary, the LinkedIn ads is so expensive. How can a CPC or CP so expensive than elsewhere? And whereas other clients would be, it doesn't drive the result that I want the amount of time that I'm spending. And last but not least, they will always come to us and say, hey, I have tried to use the same strategies from Facebook, Instagram, Google, whatever, for advertising platform, and bring it to LinkedIn. Why things are not working out for us? So that, I would say, it's tied to today's topic really, really well, is should I be using LinkedIn ads? Whoever that is listening, right? Yasin, I'm so happy that you can dial in. Hello, fellow DCA classmate and this LinkedIn user. I'm assuming you're Aya, because Aya, you have been supporting me every week in and week out. Everything shows 2 of you will be amazing duo working together. I'm pretty sure, because we have worked together and now we're just basically channeling our expertise further, and it has been just amazing experience working with Gary. So yeah, for sure. And Kelly, will definitely get into your questions because that's an excellent question. So Gary, who should be advertising on LinkedIn and who shouldn't, in your opinion?
Because my answer to this is actually answer part of Kelly's question just there now, because Kelly is asking, oh, I heard that other marketing experts saying LinkedIn is the most expensive in terms of advertising, right? And it is true. Like compared to Facebook, Twitter, Google, whatever, like LinkedIn is the most expensive. So I would, first of all, I would look at, when I think about why you want to advertise on LinkedIn, I would think about the channels. As I said, you're trying to use different channels to distribute your content to your audience. So which channel can help you best, most accurately, give you guaranteed delivery of your content? And then you look at that. Because I don't care if it's cheap or not. I don't care if it's cheap or not. Like, even though if I go on LinkedIn, go on Facebook, like, am I sure that my content will guarantee be delivered to the people that you want? If you can do that on Facebook cheaply, efficiently, I don't have a problem. But if you find out that you can't do it on Facebook, then LinkedIn is the only channel that you can do for professionally, I would say. And it's just, I would say, it's much more accurate because people actually put your job titles there. Like, I know a lot of people are still on Facebook. I know everyone, like marketing managers, people marketing, they're all on Facebook. They're on Facebook. But it's just a matter of fact that how can you make sure you target them with a guaranteed delivery? If you can't achieve that on other channels, then LinkedIn is your only channel. Even if it's more expensive, but it helps you making sure that you is guarantee your delivery to your professional audience. Whereas on Facebook, you might not be doing that as much. You might be spreading your content to company size that are too small. Maybe you're selling enterprise services. You want to push out content to companies that are like 1,000 plus with like 1,000 employees or above. And these are stuff that you might not be able to achieve so well on other platforms, I would say. So first of all, I would definitely look at, are you able to guarantee the delivery of your content? And then the second thing is I would look at why you want to use LinkedIn, or when you decide to use LinkedIn or not, is you need to really, really look at your ARR, which is like how much is your product, like how much money, revenue you can actually earn and get from your product. If your product is, if you look at your product, if it's ARR like annually, you're only getting like $500, $1,000, then LinkedIn might not be the case, because LinkedIn, when you run an ad, like a click in the US can be 10, 15 US dollars, right? And then that ROI on its own is not enough for you. But then if you look at companies that are having products, selling product services or anything that with a bigger ARR, let's say 10K USD, 20K USD, whatever, then I think it makes more sense for you to push on LinkedIn, because you can actually get that return back. Because like whatever you invest on LinkedIn, your product size is actually your product price is actually higher, and potentially people are actually signing up on a 5-year deal, 6-year deal, or 10-year deal, whatever. It's a more long-term contract. Then you can actually the lifetime value of this wins or of impact, you can actually cover the cost. So I would say this would be the main two factors that I looked at.
Absolutely. Gary, I got an audience from Instagram is asking what ARR is.
Oh, just annual revenue return.
Annual revenue return. Okay, I will go ahead and put that there for them. Great. Cool. Kelly, we hope that we answer your questions. That's really, really, really great questions that you have already putting out here. And I saw that our friends from Singapore, Sean is dialing in, and what's up? Amazing sharing, Sean. It's so nice to see you, and you've got a questions as well. But I don't want to sort of like jumped around, because we do have a Q&A at the very end.
ARR is annual recurring revenue. I got it wrong. Annual recurring revenue. Okay. I remember wrong. Yeah, annual recurring revenue.
Okay. Annual recurring revenue, guys, whoever that is on IG. Yes, cool. So Gary, like, what type of business should be advertising on LinkedIn, and who should not then? When people are really looking into another channels like LinkedIn as a place to promote their business.
I would say definitely, like, for coaches, because I know some coaches, they sort of run LinkedIn ads before, but for coaches and like consultants, you don't need to run LinkedIn ads. Like, you can just use purely organic, because if you're coaching, you're the coaches, you're the consultants, you're basically like a solopreneur. You are the face of the company. People buy your product, your services because of you, of your story. So with you just leveraging LinkedIn organically, you can achieve a lot of things. You can achieve great things just by that, because the organic reach on LinkedIn is crazy. Let's say like I only got like 2.6, 2.7K followers, and then some of my posts recently got like 22K views.
Amazing.
And then when you got that, it's like 10 times, not 10 times, maybe 8 times my follower base. So if you really do well LinkedIn organically for like solopreneurs, I think you can achieve great stuff without using LinkedIn ads. So I'll say these are the people that I wouldn't suggest you looking at it. And secondly, I would say people who want to get direct result. As in, if you want someone to see your ad and then come to your website and buy right away and purchase right away, I don't think so. Even if you're like e-commerce, like if you want someone to just go in, see your ad, go into your store and purchase something, I don't think that's going to work. That's not how LinkedIn is for. And it would, like, the cost per click or whatever would be too expensive for you, and your product is going to be the ROI of the product is not going to be enough to cover the cost.
Absolutely. I like that, Sean. It's adding in maybe Tony Robbins could do LinkedIn ads. Haha, big brand name with great LTV for sure. That's great value. How about great? So Gary, from your perspective, obviously for coaches, solopreneurs, they should really leverage their own LinkedIn profile running organically. I mean, you and I is a perfect example, right? We're on our own, especially me. I've been running the In Academy for 9 months, and all I did not even pay a single dime to LinkedIn in terms of ads. I already acquired quite a lot of like steady clients, coaches, as well as entrepreneur working with me, and just purely on doing a fantastic job with content marketing on LinkedIn. So I do totally agree with you when it comes to LinkedIn ads, coaches or solopreneurs or service-based businesses that is just maybe with a very small team using LinkedIn, your personal profile, and optimize it very, very well would be the way to go and grow organically. But how about business that shouldn't be should be advertising on LinkedIn then, Gary?
I think for businesses that basically, I think for businesses that should like you got a good ARR, your product is like 10, 20K above, that your company is looking to drive, like, because I would say drive more brand. You need to drive more branding stuff on LinkedIn, because how I see people make decisions nowadays is um they won't look at your white paper, they won't download your white paper and request a demo right away. A lot of the time is like people would take their time, they enjoy their time doing research. I'm
Yes.
sure that there are enough studies that are out there saying, okay, maybe 80% of the buyer's journey is done before they contact the sales. So
Yeah.
what if your company is an enterprise services and your company needs, like, your audience needs to actually be educated before they choose your product, then I think this should be like, you should be thinking about LinkedIn. And I also think about when your product is also more sales led, as in people don't buy from you all the time. People don't actually go to your platform and set up an account all the time. Like Mailchimp, I don't think they should put a lot of money on LinkedIn, because it's more like a sales serve platform. But like when it comes to your product, actually need a sales to talk to them,
Yeah.
to sort of like, or to do a kickoff call with them, to do a demo with them before they buy. I think these would be the kind of clients that you want to educate on LinkedIn.
Great point.
Yeah, these are the companies that you want to educate their target audience on LinkedIn. And I want to answer Sean's question here, because he was saying like, so what's the biggest opportunity moving forward, or what tactic or strategy would you recommend? How
Yeah.
how I see B2B marketing is, if you're just first starting out, if your brand name is not well known, like even though you're pushing out this white paper, even though you're pushing out this ebook, like they are not going to drive you sales, because that's not how people would buy at all. They like to
Yeah.
do their own research, and by you actually trying to capture these leads, or you need to hire people to follow up with them, and then, or by hiring people to follow up with them, and then you find out, oh, these are not people that you want to close. And then if you give these leads to sales wouldn't like them. Sales don't want to waste time on them, and then it will create like a really big argument between sales and marketing. So
Yeah.
instead, what I see is like this playbook is generated by HubSpot like 10 years ago, because back then 10 years ago, like sales don't really have a good platform to look for information, like contact information of their target audience. That's why they use this ebook, they use this sort of like lead gen magnet to try and capture their contact information, and then they can, at least they have their contact info. But now in the current days, you have LinkedIn, you have other platforms, Zoom info, whatever, they can find the contact easily. So what you don't need more contacts, you need high intent leads. So how you drive high intent is, it's really through education. Like, what are the barriers that people need to go through? What are some of the stuff that people need to understand before they purchase your product? Like, push them out there and get it. And then by pushing them out, like, because you're getting stuff, the objective of you producing a piece of white paper or content is for people to consume it. But then if you are gating it, you are reducing the amount of people who can actually see it. So that's what I see that's missing.
I
So my yeah. So my thinking is like do more ungated stuff, like show them content, show them stuff like client testimonial, client case study. Just push everything out there, so that people can actually educate themselves and do research in the way, in the journey that they want. And then eventually they will remember you for a certain category of problems that you're solving. And when they have a need, they would come to you. So you don't look at direct conversion that comes from your content, but then you slowly and steadily you look at, okay, for the people who actually come to my website and ask for a demo, am I seeing a high percentage of people matching my target audience? Am I seeing a high percentage of the people that I want to reach? Are you seeing an increase in the people who are going to your website organically, in direct, and searching your branded keywords to go to your website? That's signal that people are getting aware of you. That's people, because how else are they going to where else are they going to go to Google and type your company name and go to your website? Because they heard about you somewhere. That's why they go to Google and type, okay, ABC company, and then have a look, do their own research, and then when they're ready, they will come and want to ask for a demo. And these are the leads that you want to pass to sales.
Amazing. I absolutely love it. And I just want to quickly clear up. I'm not pretty sure the audience understand what gated and ungated content is, just to very, very quickly sort of update that. So gated content is meaning basically you need to have an opt-in page and collect the contact information in order to, for them to go through that process and download the white paper that Gary is talking about, or whatever ebook or free resources that you want to share. But for non-gated one, which is basically, if you can go and check our website right now, the inacademy.com, the LinkedIn marketing, B2B marketing hub that Gary have actually spent the whole week putting together for us. And it's amazing resources, but you can just basically download it straight from the website. It's called Ungated. Just want to quickly pivot on that. But really interesting point like Gary just shared. I'm pretty sure a lot of you could agree to me, because most of the people or most of the marketers would advise you to constantly collect email, right, or contact information. But to your point, there are so many platforms out there. You would be able to screen and check and even get the contact information from somebody. This is no longer something that it's important, but really having, to your point, high intent buyers or potential customers that is really looking for, it's really warming up and wanted to get to know your brand. So that's really insightful. Thank you very much. And Sean, amazing questions, and I hope that we answer your questions well. And Jason just said very, very insightful, amazing to hear. And Fasel as well. Fasel said, Gary, your knowledge is amazing. I know it is true. So I have had the same experience. That's amazing.
And I would say people just go into your CRM. I would say, like, just go into your CRM and look at the amount of leads who are downloading your white paper. Look at the amount of leads who ask for a demo, and then just run analysis. Run analysis for like the past year. Like even though maybe you capture a lot of leads a year ago, you've run a lot of email webinar to them. Just look at how many of them actually turn into a customer, and look at different sources. And then you realize where the gap is.
Yes, absolutely. I hope you guys are really, dropping so much notes, because those are really valuable. And Gary, I just got a point. Obviously, I sort of like know the answer, but at the same time, I want to pick your brain on it. When you talk about educations, right? Educating your clients, your potential clients, in what sense you think the pipeline works, or what we call the marketing funnel, right? Like the awareness part to nurturing, and then all the way to the conversions. So how does it work? How do you think like the timeline works? How long would you need to educate them in order to think they are high intent and do all these actionable next steps, right? Like you said, like going to your webinar, going, directly to subscribe to your newsletter, all those actionable next steps that they're taking?
I don't really have a timeline because that timeline is different for every company.
Sure.
And it really depends on the products that your company is selling, obviously. And when it comes to funnel, I don't like, like a lot of the time that we see funnel is like awareness, consideration, whatever. A lot of the time that we're always thinking about, okay, how long does it take to push people down the funnel, or how long does it take for people to go awareness, consideration? But it doesn't really work like that. I don't think it works like that anymore when it comes to people decision making. Like they were aware, consider. Like they would, like it's always up and down, up and down, up and down,
Yeah,
until they reach to a point that they reach to a consent that, okay, our company need this, and then they convert. Right.
absolutely.
So I don't think it's always just awareness,
Great.
consideration, and then come
Yeah,
and find you. This is a loop, is a
yeah,
constant loop until they find you. So
absolutely.
I would say it's always just going to be like awareness and consideration content all the time. Awareness as in show them what your product is capable of. Because they have I sometimes don't know, they have no idea what solutions are out there. Show them what your clients are getting. Like don't hide your case studies. Have client interviews, have client case study, have client talk about your product. Showcase how your clients are using them. Show them success case, and then also showcase trends. So I would say when it comes to awareness, showcase these kind of three things: product awareness, client awareness, and also your trend awareness. This is where the future is moving. And then when it comes to consideration, a lot of the time it's about education, just how. Okay, I know I need to do this, but then how? Like what else should I think about? What factors? What are my options? Blah blah blah. So these are the stuff that you also need to provide. And then I don't think it's a matter of which one is more important. I think it's a matter of is together.
Yeah,
And then it might just be that you use channels to push awareness content more. So they come to your website, or you find other channels to push education content, or
absolutely.
more like how to content in other channels in other ways. So I would say it's a constant push on those content, and until, because it's up to their timeline. Like in B2B, there are a lot of timelines that they have internally in their companies that you can't control,
Yeah,
like COVID. CEO just changed. When they want to buy something, they want to buy something, and the CEO changed. When they say they
yeah.
want to buy something, the manager changed. Everything to start all over again. So a lot of the time, that timeline is not something that you can control. But what you can do is you do mass education to push people aware of your product, and then so eventually when they need it, they would come to you.
Absolutely. Wow, this is fantastic, Gary. Thank you so much. These are all great gems. I hope you all are really enjoying this session. If you have like a few more questions, just let us know, because our time is, passing so quickly. It's already like 45 minutes in. And for those of you who dial in from Instagram, I'm so grateful that you guys are still staying here without, Gary popping in and see his face. But I'm really grateful that you guys are here, and let us know if you have any questions. I know Bridget are a really good friend of mine, and she has been staying all throughout and asking some great questions. So yeah, let us know if you have any questions regarding to LinkedIn advertising, LinkedIn ads, or content marketing. We're here for you. Gary is here for you, and he has been dropping so many nuggets for us to learn about how to promote your brand better, and how to really understand whether you as a business are right for LinkedIn ads or not. So we have all talk about that. So Gary, while I'm just like waiting for some questions, because I'm pretty sure the audience are warming up and keyboard typing in, I have an interesting questions for you. I like that you talk about testimonial, case study, success story. How about for people or businesses just starting off? They might not necessarily have the very first client coming in. And to your point, right? B2B, it takes a little bit while to close a deal. It could be up to 6 months or even a whole year. How could they take that part and really show it to their audience when they're so fresh out new and not even having one case study?
Like, to be very honest, like businesses, like just like you and me were starting out, but you need to you either showcase your previous success, because you need to showcase you either have done something, you know your stuff, you showcase your previous
Yeah.
success, or you need to work with some, like, and at the start when you start a business, you're properly working with or finding clients within your network, right?
Absolutely.
So your first few clients are definitely going to be within your network. So that's going to be where you're trying to build a success case from. So at the start, definitely your own success. When you got a chance to work with your own network, showcase their success. And last but not least, I would say one thing that you can talk about is talk about why, like your belief, like why you're doing this. Like when someone believes the same thing as you do, sometimes they don't need a lot of like logical answers. When I believe this is the way to go, and when people have the same belief, they would go out of their logical decision to join you in the force, because you're creating a momentum. You're creating like like an enemy that we're trying to defeat together. We're trying to form a team. We're trying to form a movement. This is what I
Yeah.
believe. Let's form together, have this belief together, and let's move together. And then even
Yeah.
though you might not be able to showcase a lot of success, like, but because they believe on what you're believing in, you guys share the same value, they will still trust you and want to see how to partner with you and work with you. So I would say show people why you're doing it. Show them you have the same belief with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to pull off Fasel's comment because he's just perfect. Like, just guys, whoever that are tuning in for our session, please connect with Fasel. Fasel is a wake up mentor for millennials, a coach. Please go ahead and just connect with him, have a conversation. He just said, Batgirl and Robin needs to do this more often. I love that. And he said, thank you so much for Gary for tons of the great content ideas indirectly. And I'm so happy that Anthony, you are connecting with Fasal. Just keep doing that. This is the best that we can do. You know, when we're hosting these types of amazing LinkedIn lives, it's all about the community that everyone should be knowing each other. Great. I absolutely loved your answer. Like when you have a very same wavelength with your community or whoever that it's having the same goal and value like you do, ultimately you can basically use that as one of your strongest strengths to show who you are, showcasing some of your expertise, and basically share with the world what you're really capable of. And ultimately, people will know about you as well as what you're representing for. That's great. Cool, guys. I think the time now it's up. I have such an amazing time speaking to you, Gary. Obviously, I have more opportunity of speaking to you privately and working together on the In Academy. So for those of you who are still here with us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, please let us know if you have any final questions. If not, I want to, hand over the mic to you, Gary. Is there anything you want to speak to our audience a little bit about, the B2B marketing space that you're working on? Any new exciting project that you want to share with us?
I would say I'm an open book. Like what I'm trying to do is I just trying to help and push everything out that I know to you guys. And I'm always up for a chat. Like even though you might not be my client, just chat. I mean, let's have a chat, brainstorm, and see what else you can be doing. Like just bring me up. And also what I see is like what we are testing organically is basically like, okay, organically, what we are doing is basically we're pushing out all the content out there, everything we know. If you can take it and use it and execute it and achieve great results, that's what I hope for. And then eventually, if someone who can execute it, they come to me and email me and want us to work together. I mean, that's sort of how
Use
the
this
demand generation work in an
generation.
organic way. I'm using
Yeah.
my own profile, push out great content. If people needs help, when they have something, they will come and contact me. And if I see this working in organically, if you see this working organically, then why can't it work in social or in terms of paid? When you are actually, you can use the targeting to target the exact people who need your stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. So basically, what I'm doing here is like using organically, using my personal LinkedIn to do this. And if this works, then why can't your social pay ad works? It's the same concept, same strategy.
Absolutely. Great stuff. And Gary, you just have, obviously the In Academy, you have a couple of resources that it's free up for people to download, right? Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So if people you want to find out about if you're running any LinkedIn ads, if you're using sponsored content, if you want to know the benchmark, if you want to know like LinkedIn emails benchmarks, like I've basically like created like two, three, maybe four guides and some worksheet that's all ungated. You can just go to the website and download it. So go to the website, go to B2B marketing, and then you can see this like LinkedIn marketing resource hub or LinkedIn marketing, resource hub, and then you can just go and download anything that you need. So yeah, it's ungated. If you need it, just go and take it. I created to try to make you successful. So
Amazing.
people just go and take it if you have them, if you need them.
Yes. I'm pretty sure a lot of people need them. If not, could share with other people, like you said, right? The intent will become higher and higher if you are the one that keep making this as awareness and you're coming in from a place that of help. Most of the people will reach out to you and things will happen organically, even though it's through your LinkedIn profile or even your pay strategies. So thank you very much, Gary. So I guess we can find you through LinkedIn. Where else do you want us to ping you then? Is there a specific hashtag we can follow or a specific sort of campaign that we can follow you from if we want to contact you?
Not really, just LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my go-to places. I go there every day. So if you need anything, just pay me on LinkedIn.
All right, sounds good. Great, guys. I am just so happy to have Gary over, and
Thanks
we
for
are.
having me.
Yes, thank you, Gary. Thank you so much. I just want to quickly say, I'm so happy that you're with the In Academy right now, finally, and having you. And yeah, this is a welcome party to you as well as the LinkedIn birthday. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. And I will see everyone. Happy Wednesday next time, same time, and we will have another guest talking about growth habits for entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you, Salina.
Thank
And
you,
thank you,
Gary.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for who is dialing in from IG. I'm ending now. Bye. Bye. Happy Wednesday, everyone.